decimal products for each expression and explaining your reasoning. What was one of the things I talked about when explaining your reasoning that I said you could do? Nobody remembers? Yeah, I know you weren't, Brendan. Remember I said whatever way makes you feel comfortable. Patrick, you have your hand up. We're on number C. We're just doing a little backtrack. These are going to be group. These are going to be these two, but I'm going to have you get with your table group. You guys are actually perfect right there, Ryan. Ryan, when I break this up, I need you to join your group. Jeremy, the same with you. Whatever way is comfortable for you guys to get the answer is the way I want you to use. Try different methods, work as a team to see if there's a more simple method. All right, so C, for problem C, we're going to write, you've got 8 times 6 and 22 thousandths. And problem D, you have 9 times 5 and 48 hundredths. You have 4 different choices for each one. I want you to work as a team and figure out what is the best way or the easiest method and explain your reasoning. I'm going to give you 8 minutes. Brendan, take a ticket, please. I'm going to give you 8 minutes to work as a group and figure this out. So if I ask you to go back to your group, please go back to your group. And we're going to begin. I'll be walking around the room if you have any problems. Just throw your hand up in this door. We'll be glad to help you. All right, you got 8 minutes. Clock's running. Is that your group back there? No. Arabelle should probably go back with her group. Woody, you might want to go over and join the girls, or vice versa.
Put it on the floor, but put it back when you're done. And then put it back when you're done.
Put it on the floor. Hey, don't need this much noise. It's kind of quiet group work.
You still have to record the whole entire time?
Okay. Remember, it's whatever makes you feel comfortable with.
Okay.
Well, why'd you stack it on me? You need to switch.
Hey, ladies, why don't you all come together? Like, bring some chairs around so you're all in a row. That way. No, just bring your chair, honey.
But it would be at the end.
I'm sorry? Let me come around. What's up? No, you would stack them. Or you would line them up vertically. See how that one's lined up? That's the same way. So you got it upside down. That one's upside down as well. That's how you'll start. Does that help?
Okay. 8 times 2 is. Plus 1 is.
You're going then, but why don't you got your teammates here that catch up. Why don't you explain different ways of why you got that, guys. Explain. I did explain. Okay, well. I'm gonna read that. Okay, but just remember there's different ways to do this. So if you find a more comfortable way, you might have decided it hers on the board and she didn't put the placeholders in, she figured it out. But Chase turned around and Chase did a different problem with placeholders. Just think there's different ways. You gotta find out the most comfortable way for you. Okay, yeah, you gotta explain your reasoning. Your reasoning. Well, it takes time, but whatever's the best way. Patrick, by comfortable be the easiest way for you to do it. You all right, buddy? How are we coming? Jeremy, we're coming along? You all right, buddy? What's wrong? Tired? You figure this out? Let's see what you got. You guys, all right, you got to listen. I'm seeing all the answers, but what made you get to those answers? Did you guys figure that was the most comfortable way to do it, or? I'm seeing different ways, like you added placeholders, Jeremy's not. What? You did? Okay. So you guys don't like adding the placeholders, you like going off the decimal? Alright, I'm just seeing. We'll see how we come out. I like the placeholders because I know how a lot of my problems are. Let's see, they look good. Cameron, how's it coming? Hey, you got a teammate over here still working, so why don't we group up and help him out? It's a group exercise.
Okay, I done it.
How's it coming, guys?
Oh no, that's too much. We ain't got C.
B?
I know.
Yeah, we did B as a class, C and D. Alright? If you guys get done as a group, please get on Zern or Lexia. Let's not waste our time. How's it coming, ladies? You guys are done? Hey, you guys are done? In about 3 minutes, get Alexia, Zern, Khan Academy. Something bad face.
I got an 8.
You got about 3.5 minutes left. After you done the project. Not right now. You good?
36 plus 7 is 37, 38,
Sorry.
39.
So sorry. How's it coming, guys? Good? Did you guys agree on the method, or are you each using your own reasoning? Okay. Okay, well, remember the key word is your reasoning. So your reason to do it one way and your reason to do it another way might not be the same. I put you guys together so you can share different ideas. But you might all, remember how Jared or Chase wanted to add the placeholders when we did it, but decided didn't? Well, it's your reasoning. It's put us together so we can share, maybe get different ideas. No, Alexia, Khan Academy, or Zone right now. We got like 2.5 minutes left. Let's figure it out. We'll see. What we do as a group, but I like what I see.
Oh, I get it now.
How we doing? You guys done already?
It's 10.
All right. Holly, how's it go? Easy?
The decimal there,
I know she is. She just turned it over. Now see?
The decimal in between the 2 zeros.
Okay, we'll see soon. Time your 2-minute warning. Cameron, is it coming together for you?
2 zeros and then it's 10.
Hey guys, you still got Cameron working over here. Is anybody helping him or giving him some ideas?
There's a decimal place
You got it, buddy? Yeah, he does. He's about done.
because there's a decimal. But you still have to, do the point and zero. You still have to do that.
Let's just work on the one that we're working on.
Well, you got about a minute and a half.
We have to wait for her. Are you done?
All right, just make sure we're doing Lexia, Khan Academy, or Zern.
She's done with number. I'm talking about this one.
After we go back to yours.
Down to our last minute,
Amir, you have to pay for
then
that.
we're gonna go over it.
Amir, you have to pay for it too. She's like, what are you doing with them?
30 seconds left. Thumbs up if you still need more time. Is everybody done with this? All right, we're gonna go ahead and break off early. So please put your tablets down. Let's check and see what we got. Tablets face down, please. We're gonna go right back to Zern as soon as we're done. Just push tablets face down, Brendan. Thank you, sir. All right, thank you, sir. All right. Before we start, did anybody come up with any questions or any issues in their group of how to solve it? Brianna, you ready on it? Thank you. Did anybody come up with any questions in their group of how to solve it? Any disagreements? All right. So the first one we're looking at is 8 times 6, 22 thousandths. Brendan, what's the first thing we need to do to solve this? Stack it. Or what was the other word we learned today? Vertical. Put it vertically. I prefer the term stack it, but if you ever use vertical, that's just another way of doing it. All right, Brendan, what's the next thing we need to do? Placeholders and line it off. Okay, we'll start with that. Tell me where we're going to put the placeholders at. Under the 2, under the 0, and under the 6. What's the next step? Are we sure? All right, line it off. I'm waiting for one thing I want you to mention before. All right, is that ready to solve, Brendan? We're forgetting some. What are we forgetting? Somebody want to help him out? Jake, you want to help him out? What are we forgetting to do before we can solve this? Sean, gotta take out the decimals. Remember, if we don't.
I don't do it.
You're fine, but it's easier to begin with to take them out so it's all lined up. That's the way we were taught to do it. I get it, Brendan, that you're fine with it, but let's just fill them out. All right, Brendan, now we're ready to solve it. 8 times 2. What do you do with that 1? Carry it on top. 17. Good job, Brendan.
31. 8 times 0 plus 1 is 1.
Awesome, Brendan.
8 times 6 is 54.
54?
No, not.
Relax, buddy.
48.
48, yeah.
I was thinking 9 times.
Take a deep breath, man. We're good. We're good, buddy. Take a deep breath. We all right. All right, thank you, Brendan. We're gonna leave you there. Thank you, Jemiah. All right, Brendan solved for 8. What's the next problem? Or what's the next part of it we're gonna do? Brendan has already solved everything for 8 in this. What's the next step? Solving for what number? 0. So what do we gotta do first to solve for 1 0? Solve for a 0. Put 1 0 down here to begin with. Thank you. 0 times 2. Yes. 0. Okay. 0 times 2 again. 0. 0 times 0. Catching the trend here? 0 times 6. Any number times itself is what, Jemiah? 0. Okay. Let's keep going, Jemiah. So we got another one to go with. What do we need to start out with? Okay, no, not quite yet. We got 2 more zeros to work with. So how many zeros do we start out with? We added 1 placeholder 0 here before we started the multiplication for that one. We're on the second one. How many zeros should we add? 2. All right. Thank you. 0 times 2. 0. 0 times 2. 0. 0 times 0. 0. 0 times 6. 0. So are y'all catching the trend here with the zeros? Anything times, any number times 0 will be 0. So for the last one, I'm going to go ahead and do it, since we've all got it. You'd add 3 zeros, because it's the third line of the multiplication. So 1, 2, 3. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 6 is 0. All right. It's a lot of zeros. Colby, ready to go? So what are we going to do here to solve this problem? Add, okay? Should we line it off to make it easy? plus 0 plus 0. 6. 7 plus 0 plus 0. 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. 1. 8 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. 8. 4 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. 4. A lot of zeros. Alright, these two are 0, we're just going to leave it here. So Colby, we have got a number. 48,176 is how it looks now. Where do we got to place that decimal? 3 spots in. So I'm going to move the line. You tell me where to stop on the decimal, alright? Am I good here? What about here? What about here? So we have 48.176. Thumbs up if you got that. All right. Who did not add the placeholder zeros before we start the multiplication? Raise your hand if you did. Raise your hand if you got the same answer. See? It's another way to do it. Brendan, thank you for your help. Colby, thank you. Jemiah, thank you. All right, we got one more to do. 9 times 5.48. For 5 and 4800ths. We have not called on yet. Brianna, what's the first thing we need to do here? Stack it. What's the other word for stack that we just talked about? Vertical. Line it up vertical. Again, vertical or stack means the same thing, it's a different way of saying it. If you see it on the test, you know what we're talking about. Now we got 5 and 4800ths times 9. Brianna, how would you start solving this? Get rid of the decimal. Good job, Brianna. We're going to get rid of that decimal. Let's erase it this time. You ready to solve it? Brianna, what's 9 times 8? 72. All right, drop the 2. What do we do to the 7? Carry it. 9 times 4. 9 times 4. You can ask your table if you need a little assistance. Oh, okay. I see what you did. You got a little ahead of me. So you told me 9 plus 4 was 9 times 4 was 36, and you added the 7, 43. Good job. You got a little ahead of me. Keep me on my toes. All right. So what do we do with that 4? Carry it. All right. What's 9 times 5? Do it with me this time. What's 9 times 5? 45. We got to add that 4 to it. What do we have? 49. So Brianna, we have 4,932 could be our answer. Thank you, Brianna, for that. All right, Alexis, is this good to go? We got the correct answer. What do we need to do? Get that decimal back in. So that was our original problem. How many spaces do we need to move the decimal? 2. All right. So I'm gonna move it. You tell me when to stop. Good to go. Good there? What about there? 49 and 32 hundredths. Who got that? Awesome. We getting this? Starting to make sense. A little bit. Getting a little bit more clear though, Patrick. Does anybody have any questions about this? Anything we're still confused on? All right. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break to change.